CATV is proudly presented by Toyota.
What did it mean to you to make a ton at the G, and did you know Victorian has done that in a one-day?
I didn't know that until after the game, so it's a very nice feeling. It's obviously a phenomenal place to play cricket. The atmosphere, the ground, everything is ideal for cricket, and it's a place that I've loved playing over the years for Victoria. And when you get stuff like that, like accolades like that, I suppose, and it's nice. I mean, I thought that Deano definitely would have got one before me, but must have missed out a couple of times.
Aaron, we saw you pictured with Serena Williams in the paper the other day. I know that was a Renegades thing, but how did that come about? And did she show any interest in cricket?
It was quite funny. Venus and Serena absolutely smacked it when Murali was bowling to them. So it was quite a bit of. I still can't, so luckily they did. But no, they were a lot of fun to be around. They were very friendly and just the, I suppose, the two of the greatest women's tennis players of all time. It was just a bit in awe standing around them, and they are quite physically intimidating. So they were lovely. They were very nice, and cricket. Serena actually did give it a smack. She swung the bat quite nicely, albeit being a bit left-handed, with a right-handed grip at times.
Aaron, did you get a good look at the David Warner caught behind decision? And do you know what triggered his decision to wait at the edge of the rope and wait for the replay after he actually walked?
I think the third or the fourth umpire come out and said that they were looking at it, so stay on the field. From the non-strikers, and you can't really tell too much. Davey obviously took Joss's word, and he's a very honest guy and a very nice guy. So yeah, I don't have much on that, to be honest.
But bearing in mind the scores that we saw in India and the fact that you've chased this total down under lights with 5 or so overs to spare, does that indicate that one-day scores now have gone up quite a notch, and if you're not hitting 300 on a regular basis, that you're going to miss out more often than not?
We actually spoke about that before the game. It was really important that we didn't get caught up in what happened in India, and 350 and 380 being achieved quite comfortably, I suppose. And we felt that coming back to our home conditions where the grounds are a bit bigger, the wickets aren't quite, I suppose, as easy just to hit through the line as the Indian wicket. So we had to make a real conscious effort to pull our par score back, and we felt today was around 270 was par score. And I suppose any time you have wickets in hand, with only 4 out, that makes a huge difference. You see guys who can lap and reverse lap these days. It makes it so hard for a fielding side to be able to defend. If you've always got to have fine leg and third man back, there's a lot of space out there, especially on such a big ground like the MCG, where you can get 10 and 12 and over without hitting too many boundaries. Just a lot of 2s, a lot of 3s. There's a lot of deep pockets in the ground. So I think on a ground like this, 270 is quite a big score. It's not a ground that you can come out and hit a lot of 6s and hit a lot of 4s. So we made a conscious effort before the start of play to just remind ourselves that we weren't playing in India, and 380 and 350 and scores like that. It's not realistic to do that very often in Australia.
Firstly, Finchy, when you scored your 100 and you went up to Clarkey, it looked like you were going to give him a little hug, and it turned into a really big Matthew Hayden bear hug. Were you kind of, did the emotion of the occasion sort of overtake you a bit there, and also with various England's misfields and drop catches and whatever, do you get any sense that they're really starting to, their morale is dropping even further, and you've sort of really landed a blow tonight?
Firstly, with the hug, it was a very big relief to get the 100, and in front of my home crowd, it was very special. And Pup just wanted me to make sure that I soaked it up. I was pretty keen to get on with the game and continue on, but he made sure that I soaked it up and really appreciated the moment, I suppose. And yeah, so he just said, enjoy it, soak it up, keep going, let's keep playing well. make sure you're not out at the end. So I'll let the captain down a little bit there. But as for the England side, they're a quality one-day side, and we saw, even with a couple of wickets up front, they were still able to get 270 and really attack quite hard towards the back end. So we know that they're a very, very good one-day side, and I think they're third in the world at the moment on the rankings. So you don't get to that level consistently by not being good, and they are an outstanding side. So I think in the to start off the series so well with the bat especially was nice for us to really continue the momentum that the Test side had created. And it's one-day cricket. The lights took a bit of effect, and it wasn't easy to view out there. So I mean, that happens. The ground snakes quite a bit with some different patterns cut in it. So I mean, that can happen to anyone.